This is Homescience for class 11th, and the topic is modifying diet related behavior. This is related to change the food habits, the behavior related to food of the adolescents. We know that adolescents these days they have different lifestyles. They are having short of time. They are busy in schools, tuitions, other activities, right from early morning till late evening. And this affects their behavior, especially the eating behavior, which is not good as it affects their health to a great extent. And this is because of various reasons. One is that they enjoy the food outside the house, especially along with their friends. And the rejection of routine home food and eating outside, it can cause so many problems in adolescents, especially related to their health, like obesity, lethargic, inactive, heart problems, diabetes in long run. And it is our responsibility to make the adolescent understand the importance of good eating behavior. And it will be possible only when the adolescent himself or herself wants to do so. And it can be modified, changed very easily by observing and following few points, which are as follows. And they are very simple to adopt also. One which is very common habit, that is whenever children are at home enjoying their meal, they always watch TV or play games or with computer. So that habit should be limited. So limiting television viewing, especially while having any meal, and it should not be allowed to be used or viewed about more than 1 to 2 hours. It includes mobile, computers, laptop also. Okay? Why? Because our more concentration and focus is on the programs or the work or the activity rather than what we are eating and how much we are eating. So, in such way, we can either eat more or will eat less. In both the cases, the habit is bad and it is known as malnutrition, either overeating or less eating. So, which will affect in later on in the future. Second is snacks. Snacks is having tidbits in between meals, but it is just opposite. Snacks become kind of main meal and main meal is ignored. It is good to have snacks, but it is good only when it is taken between two meals, and that too in a particular way. Like the snacks should not be heavy, should not be fried, should not be having full of calories. Okay, and for this we can consume the snacks like salad, fruits, raw food instead of having chips, biscuits, cutlets, etc. I'm not saying that we should not have these things, but they should be limited. And main focus should be on our main meals. Meals means like breakfast, lunch, and supper. And in between, the snacking is advisable. Another point is diet journal. Diet journal is to keep a record of what and how much and at what time we are eating. At least for a week, one should make a record of such thing. How many times we have had snacks, beverages while watching TV, how many times we have gone for exercising, etc. So the record of all such activities should be kept, of leisure time also, exercise also, proper meal also, okay, and watching TV also. So we should follow the healthy eating habits. Healthy eating habits, if we pay attention to have at least 3 meals, main meals, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and along with that, healthy snacking, that is enough for following and adopting healthy eating habits. Another thing is which is important to modify the diet related behavior is exercise. These days, very few people go for regular exercises, but it is must, okay, and very essential. Adolescents can easily exercise by taking part in some or the other type of sports, or if they have their school not very far from their house, they can go cycling. Otherwise also they can go for cycling nearby also. Swimming, jogging, and using stairs in place of lifts or escalators, doing yoga, etc. So these activities must be followed. Then another thing which can be used in changing and modifying such behavior is the substance use and abuse. Abuse means misuse, okay, which will harm the health of the individual. So substances like tobacco, alcohol, marijuana, and other materials that are used for enjoyment but are very, very, very harmful for the health of the adolescent. But many adolescents, they are attracted towards them because of their peer group also, or some advertisements they see, or just to show their improve, or just to show their image, such image. So they get involved in such activities, and this is more common in semi-urban or urban areas as compared to the village areas. In village areas, the children are not having much time, as they are involved after their school in household activities also, or they help their father, mother in farming also, and in other household activities also. And here they might get such opportunities. So we must check ourselves that we do not get involved in such activities as adolescents. Now we take those factors that affect eating behavior. That depends upon these things, like parents. So parents give them the opportunity to choose from the variety of the food, and that can be nutritious range of food, okay. And children should choose, not children here especially, adolescents should use the food of their own choice, okay, because they need independence, freedom, because of the changing behavior of their age. We know that transition period, it is related to the transition period. The adolescence is the age of transition from childhood to adulthood. Then here the peer pressure is also very important. And children, because they I'm saying children, but take it as adolescents. Adolescents, they spend more time with their peer in school also, outside after the school also. So whatever they have, they eat. That is followed automatically by an adolescent. So they should also have this habit of consuming healthy food and healthy food habits. Then watching television, again, that also affects such behavior, because on TV we see the ads related to the food, related to the snacks, and those things that are advertised, like burgers, pizzas, other things, and they are rich in sweets and fats, and most of them are made up of plain flour that looks good, attractive, tempting, but they are not having the calories or the nutrients. They are devoid of roughage mainly, and they are not freshly prepared, most of them. Okay, and but they are liked by the adolescents. Next is ready to eat food. Okay, ready to eat food which is very easily available, like fast foods, snacks. They are also easily available outside the house, outside the schools, and not very expensive. Also, the children, adolescents easily avail them and consume them, and then they skip the meal because their stomach is full, but the nutrients that are required they are not getting. So, these are some of the points to modify the behavior of the adolescents, especially related to the eating habits. Thank you.